Today you will learn how to make scrunchies in either one or two different colors. You can see that when you have the scrunchie, you have ruffles in layers, which makes the scrunchie in the end look like a flower when you are wearing it. Super cool and totally different of making a scrunchie. As I said, you can use one or two different colors. This is made with one color, and then over here it's made with two colors. It is the exact same pattern, just switching colors. So let's get started. Hi, my name is Nikki and I'm the creator of Nikki's Homemade Crafts. In order to crochet the scrunchies, you're going to need one or two worsted weighted yarns. I'm using Wims Merino Z Twisted Crocheters yarn by Furls. I'm also using a G hook. You also need some elastics. There's different versions out there. It doesn't really matter which version you're using. I like the ones that are a little bit more sturdy. In fact, I actually like these ones because in case one of them rips, you still have a couple there that holds the whole piece together. So I'm actually going to use this one here in order to crochet the scrunchie. You're going to start by making a slip knot and inserting your hook through your elastic so you can pick up your slip knot. You're going to go around the elastic from the inside. I usually hold my end right here to keep it a little bit more tension. And now I'm just going to place single crochets all the way around. Now how many? That depends on how big your elastic is and how many ruffles you want. So if you want lots of ruffles, you're going to need to add a little bit more single crochets. The more single crochets you add, the more ruffles you're going to have. So simply start making single crochets and go all the way around. Make it as tight as you like. So once you make a few and you want it really nice and ruffly, you're simply going to take your single crochets and push them together a little bit to make it a lot tighter. Therefore, you have more ruffles. Once you went all the way around, you're going to slip stitch to the first one, but only through the front loop. So just go through the front loop and make a slip stitch. You will now make 2 double crochets per stitch, but again, it is just the front loop. So in order to make the 2-layered scrunchie, you're going to split up your V's in front loop and back loop. The first round right here is going to be just with the front loop. So either make a chain of 3 or an alternative turning chain, and then place another double crochet in the same stitch. So you have 2 double crochets, and now you're going to repeat that process. That means always have 2 double crochets per stitch, only in the front loop. Once you reach the end of the round, you are seeing now the ruffles appear. You're going to slip stitch now to the first stitch through both loops. And now you're at the stage where you can choose whether you're going to add a new color. If you do, just fasten off with this color right here and start with a new color. If you continue on with the same color, which is totally fine, totally up to you, that is actually what I'm going to do. You're simply turning now. This is exactly the same spot where you would add a new color. You were going to turn it, and now we're going into the back loop only. So the back loop are the ones that we skipped beforehand. So you're now going to either attach a new color or start with the same color or continue with the same color. You again do exactly the same process. I'm simply inserting my hook into it and place my double crochets. Again, 2 per stitch. So here are the back loops. So once you finish the second round, which is in the back loop only, you have these beautiful layers of ruffles, And now you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch, and now we're going to do one more round of just double crochets, one in each stitch. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could crochet more than one double crochet in the same stitch, which would create even more ruffles. If you choose to do so, that is totally fine. So this back here has the same color. Let me remind you of this one. I made the entire back row all in purple and only the first round here in yellow. So, and that is pretty much what we're doing right now, is the top part right here, which would be in that second color if you choose to create it in two different colors. So I will just place one double crochet in this stitch, but as I said, you could make 2 double crochets in each stitch to have even more ruffles going on. And once you're finished, you have your scrunchies. They're ready to go and use. Once you put them on your hair, they're going to look just like you have a flower in your hair. It is going to be so beautiful with the 2 different layers, one being longer than the other. And especially when you have multicolors, it makes it even more special to have a scrunchie just like that. I love that the ruffles are really extreme on some of them versus some others. This one is laying flat a little bit more because I added a little bit less ruffles, and here you can see I added a lot more. So it's really beautiful, a beautiful way of making a scrunchie in either 1 or 2 different colors with some dimension to it. It almost looks like a tutu, doesn't it? If you would like the written instructions of this pattern, please check out the link down below in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, comment right down there, and let me know what you think about these beautiful scrunchies and who will you make these scrunchies for. And of course, let me know which colors and yarn you're going to pick. I would really love to know. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. I'm sure you have lots of crochet friends. They want to know how to make these scrunchies also. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on that little bell so that you get a notification the next time I publish a brand new video or go live on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out my other videos on YouTube. There are so many amazing patterns I created for you, whether it's stitches or full patterns. Go check them out. Until then, I'll see ya. Bye.